Flight colliding with a military helicopter over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C., killing 67 people. Tonight, our country is in mourning as we face the worst U.S. aviation disaster in more than 2 decades.
Investigators tonight working to piece together what led up to the mid-air crash and evaluating the communication between air traffic control and the pilots of both aircraft and the moments leading up to it. Thanks for joining us. I'm Zaina Halliburton.
And I'm Will Rio. At least 2 of the victims, a soldier on the helicopter and a pilot on the plane, have Georgia ties. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp saying Crew Chief Ryan O'Hara was from Lilburn, and one of the American Airlines pilots was 28-year-old Samuel Lilly from the Atlanta area.
2 teenage U.S. figure skaters, their mothers, and 2 former world champions were among the 14 members of the figure skating community killed on this flight. Your Kennedy Payne is live in studio with how the tight-knit sporting community is reacting.
Behind me is the Ronald Reagan National Airport, where the plane was expected to land, but instead collided with a military helicopter just over the Potomac River. Amongst the 64 passengers were figure skaters, their coaches, and families. 2 of those skaters were 16-year-old Spencer Lane and 13-year-old Gina Hahn. Back here at home, we talked with one former skater hoping to honor their legacy in March.
My husband woke me up this morning and said that there was a plane crash, which was already devastating to hear that.
Then finding out it hits closer to home.
He told me that it came from Wichita and it had figure skaters on it, and I immediately knew that we just had the figure skating championships there, so it just made my heart sink.
Active in the skating community for decades, Lori is a former figure skater and now coach.
It is a tight-knit community within figure skating, and when you're a member of that club, you know each other so well, so it's going to be hard.
Gripped by the fear of the unknown.
We all didn't know who was at Nationals this year, so we all kind of wondered, oh, did she go? Did she go? So I have talked to a few friends and former figure skaters, and we are all just blown away by this.
And still feeling uneasy.
I still don't know if I know someone on that flight, and I hope I don't.
In March, she will be at the 2025 World Figure Skating Championship, hosted by the Boston Figure Skating Club. 2 of their figure skaters were on the flight.
I know this is going to be such a hard event for them to put on, but hopefully we'll be doing something to honor their legacy.
Crane says once you're in the figure skating world, your family.
Even though we may not personally know them, it actually makes your heart hurt for them and for their families.
And again, she says she doesn't know those 2 personally, but she does know almost every figure skater's goal is the Olympics, and it's devastating to see their lives taken away before they could get a chance to achieve what they'd hoped to.
Just heartbreaking situation, a really tight-knit community, a lot of people affected all over by this.
Yeah, you just take a look at all the families that still just have so many questions and may not even know if they know someone on that flight or if their loved one was on that flight too. And like Kennedy was saying, it's such a tight-knit community, really hard to wrap your mind around what happened last night.
Thanks, Kennedy, for that. And we are thinking of those family members that have lost loved ones and people here that have those connections.